Hey guys, I'm back at you again with another video. Pretty much exactly 4 months later. So the last time I came to you, I took the GCED. Now, as I said in that video, I said that I'll be taking the GDAT, Defending Advanced Threats, which is corresponds to SANS Training Sec 599. First of all, let's talk about the course. The course was great, right? If basically, like I said in the other video, it focuses on how to detect and prevent, the adversary, especially sophisticated adversaries like APT threat actors, from executing payloads and lateral and gaining persistence and lateral movement and data exfiltration. Basically, getting through the cyber kill chain on your network, like how to detect adversaries on your network, doing those things, as well as preventing them using different tools and different in-house features that Windows has, and Mac OS, but mainly Windows, that has on it innately, that you can enable or disable to stop or thwart the adversary from going through the different phases of the kill chain. It uses a lot of MITRE ATT&CK methodologies and tools that map to MITRE ATT&CK, which is very useful because as an incident responder, not only do you use a cyber kill, or not only do I use a cyber kill chain a lot, but I also map things to MITRE ATT&CK as well. So it was very useful in that regard. So this is pretty much the different places, or the different categories in which the course kind of focuses on, command and control, like I said, payload execution, detecting and preventing all of these things from C2, data infiltration, installation, lateral movement, how to protect endpoints, from infection and all of those things, software development lifecycle, as well as the secure version of it that Microsoft created, and amongst other things. So it's again, like I said, there's no training like SANS training. Like, you can't beat it, even though I still think it's overpriced, but I still think it's the best type of training that you can get on the market, right? For what it is that you get, the exercises, the training, the knowledge that all of these people have is just unprecedented, and you can't get it anywhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had $7,000 to put towards training like every 4 months, I would definitely do it. But but I'm just happy that my organization is able to pay for it. So if you have an organization that believes in SANS training, take it. Whatever training you can get, take it. Take advantage of it. So going over with the exam, the exam is 75 questions, it's 2 hours, and you have to have a minimum of 70 to pass. So I just took the GCED, and that was like 115 questions in 3 hours. So going from that to 75 in 2 hours, it seems like a piece of cake to me. And that's what I was just happy to go from 3 hours, 115 to 75. But knowing SANS, those 75 questions are still going to be tough, and within that 2 hours, it was going to seem like a lot of pressure within that time frame, right? And it definitely was true, and I'll get to that a little bit later. So the thing I want to talk about now is the minimum passing score, 70. I got a 70, which is like crazy. You don't know, like, I took the exam in the testing center. I didn't do it in my house, and when I saw that, I was like dancing in there. Everybody was looking at me like I was crazy, but I don't care. I passed. Again, I think in terms of my recommendation and tips towards passing, everything is pretty much going to be the same as I gave before. The path towards success in any SANS course is this following formula: index the books, right? Take the practice exam, revise the index, take the second practice exam, revise the index again, then take the full exam. And this is under the assumption that when you take those practice exams, like, you're 10 points above passing range. So if this is a 70, if you take the practice exam and you get a 70 or an 80 and above on both of them, then I would say that you're ready for the real exam. A lot of people say that, the real exam is pretty much the practice exam. Like, if you get a 75 on the practice exam, you'll probably get like a 75 on the real exam. I don't find that to be the case. I always find the real exams to be way harder than the practice exams. On the practice exam, the first one I got a 69, the second one I got an 81, and on the real exam I got a 70. So I would say that the real exams are harder. So of course, the higher you can go, like if you could get like a 90 plus, then I would say you're really in like the safe zone. You should be really comfortable taking the exam. If you get like an 80, 75, anywhere in that range, then you're kind of like pushing your luck. The thing about me is, the reason why I still took it is because I ran out of time. The only way I could have proceeded or moved forward is if I would have got an extension, and that was like $300 or $400, and I did not want to do that. I did not have the money for it, so I just decided to go for it. And like I said, I felt really confident in my index, and the studying that I put forth. In terms of the material, a lot of things are like, in terms of the exam, I would say know Kerberos and AD like the back of your hand. Like a lot of questions revolve around domain controllers and AD, and how attackers can get in using different tactics in relation to AD and Kerberos, right? So know that like the back of your hand. I would say, defending and detecting and preventing different things like lateral movement and execution installation. You need to know those different innate features within Windows, like the back of your hand, like DEP. There are a few others. You need to know them like the back of your hand, because a lot of questions come from those as well. And again, like I said, that 2 hours is going to fly by if you feel like you're going to keep like, oh, what does DEP do again? And then you keep going back to your book to go and reference it and all that stuff. You are not going to have enough time. So you need to know some of these things, if not all of them, how the core mechanics of how they work and what they prevent, and how you can use those things to detect certain things. You need to know the majority of them like off the top of your head, because if you don't, I'm telling you, you're going to run out of time. When I took the practice exams, I had like 40 minutes left, which I thought was absolutely crazy, right? But then when I took the real exam, I had 7 minutes left. So that's why I was saying like the way the practice exams wasn't really a true one-to-one experience as to what the real exam is going to be like. So yeah, so make sure you do that. But other than that, that's pretty much all that I have to share. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe. The next one after this is GCFA, which is the forensic analyst. So I heard that one is more of a beast than this one. But again, this is definitely my hardest cert that I've taken to date. It was really, really challenging. And the thing I like about SANS is it's not definition based. They want to make sure that you understand the concept. So they test you like that. So again, the answer is not going to pop out at you. It's not something that you can just look up word for word. It's things that you have to think about and kind of make an assertion or make a determination based off of how that product, app, or whatever protocol, whatever works. That's what it's more focused on. Again, this is for GDAT, Defending Advanced Threats. It's a really good course. I would definitely recommend it to incident responders, to engineers, people who could actually, implement configuration changes on different on the enterprise, as well as people who can actually make alerts, correlation searches, and have some power in what tools that you use on the network when it comes to incident response and intrusion detection and things like that, because like they give a lot of great gems when it comes to preventing and detecting certain types of activity on a network using innate tools to or innate features to Windows 10 and even earlier versions of Windows. But I think every enterprises now at this point for the most part should be on Windows 10 right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments. I'll definitely respond. Thank you for your time, and later.